Northbridge is one of the wealthiest suburbs in Sydney. With its waterfront properties close to Sydney Harbour, it has a median house price of over $1.5 million, which is 3 times the national average. And it's this bridge that gives the suburb its name. Originally built in 1892, it is now a heritage-listed structure, which also links the area to the city. But it's this iconic bridge that has gotten local residents and the RTA worried.
In January 2007, a man committed suicide by leaping off the bridge, prompting a coronial inquest. In his report into the incident, Deputy State Coroner Dillon recommended that the RTA erect a safety barrier to prevent or significantly impede people from jumping from the bridge. The report noted that the man fell onto the public park immediately below, almost hitting a jogger passing by.
Local residents are understandably troubled by the bridge's history.
I live right there, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it is of concern.
Yeah.
I've had the helicopters coming right outside my apartment.
It was always a bridge I felt quite unsafe walking across, just because that barrier is quite low. Yeah.
The report also described the bridge as a magnet for suicides and base jumpers, with 13 attempted jumps from the bridge recorded in the last 10 years. According to Gail Giles Gidney, a local council member, the global financial crisis has taken its toll on Northbridge residents, despite their relative wealth.
A lot of people that had adjusted their lifestyle to a certain degree of income all of a sudden found that they were without jobs, probably for the first time in their lives.
In the meantime, the RTA has placed security guards on the bridge 24 hours a day, given the risk to the public using the park below. So far, the New South Wales Roads and Traffic Authority has put forward 3 proposals which have been examined by a group of local residents. However, Councillor Giles Gidney says that none of them are appropriate.
The suspension bridge is a national icon.
Yeah.
It's a heritage listed structure. To place any sort of barrier on the bridge at all would be defacing it. And that's why I believe that all of those solutions are not appropriate. If the full-time security guard is currently working, why don't we continue to maintain that?
But in a public statement, the RTA says that security guards are only meant to be temporary. The patrols are a temporary measure in response to a recommendation from the New South Wales coroner following a number of suicides from Long Gully Bridge. The coroner's recommendation is to install a safety barrier on Long Gully Bridge to prevent or significantly impede jumping from the bridge. And while local residents agree that safety measures need to be in place, they're split as to whether the long-term solution would be to build a safety barrier or to continue patrols on the bridge.
I don't love the idea of an added fence going up on the bridge. However, if it's only a fence or security guards, I fear that one day the funding is going to run out for security guards.
If there's some kind of extension and it fits in with the architectural design of the bridge, I think that would be a solution.
Okay.
But yeah, I think the security guards seem like such a waste of resources.
But Councillor Giles Gidney says that the cost of patrols are actually quite reasonable.
It probably would cost each resident $1 a year to ensure the protection of the bridge and maintaining it the way that it is.
But in what is quite a wealthy part of Sydney, the question may come down to aesthetic appeal rather than price.
I'd be happy as a local ratepayer, I'd be happy to fund it if I saw it and it was kind of pleasing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just picturing like the wire on the harbour bridge, that kind of cage look, and I don't think that's ideal.
But even if a safety barrier is built, there's no guarantee that will eliminate the need for security guards. At the Sydney Harbour Bridge, where there is fencing, security is provided by the same company that patrols Northbridge.
In the end, it will be up to local residents and the RTA to find a long-term solution that can balance aesthetics with practicality. Jonathan Lee, Griffith University.